guys, Mr. Castellano, rocking my Beat headphones, about to tell you what's going on with Shane, chapter 4, 5, and 6. Once again, this is for my students who haven't been to class, or they don't know what's going on in class, or those who just want a little extra help, and for those who can't get enough of me. Alright, so let's get to it. Chapter 4 in Shane. The assignment was in your literature log for Shane. Write a paragraph, 7 to 8 sentences. What do the patterns in Shane tell us about the characters? Now, here's pattern number 1. If you've been reading the book, notice Shane is always about to leave. Alright? When he first got there, he's about to leave. Joe says, stay the night. The next day, he's about to leave. Joe says, don't leave, it's gonna rain. Third day, Shane's ready to leave, and Joe says, Shane, let me ask you a question. Are you running away from something? And Shane's like, not the way you mean. Alright, so Joe offers him a job. Shane stays, but notice the pattern. He's always ready to leave. It's constant, hasn't changed. And why is that pattern important? Because it shows you Shane's character. He's a vagabond. Alright? He's always ready to leave. Doesn't have a real home. He's a wanderer. He's a traveler. And it just adds to his mystique. Alright? Pattern number 2. Notice Shane's tense. Yeah, there's something about him that keeps him alert. Alright? Like he knows he's gonna get jumped. Alright? And he's always just looking for it. Bob describes him in the first chapter as being like a coiled spring. What's a coiled spring? It's like this, but you let go and it's like BOM! Alright? That's constant. Hasn't changed. Through the first 4 chapters, Shane is just tense. That's what Bob notices. Alright? What does it show about his character? Maybe he did something in his past. Alright? And he just expects someone to take revenge on him. Alright? Third pattern that you must have found. Notice that Bob is very observant about Shane. He's grilling him. He's on him. He's not gonna let go. Alright? He's focused on the way Shane moves. He's always paying attention to what Shane says. Bob is telling the whole story, so everything you see and everything you read, this is all Bob's observations. So, and tells you about the way Shane looks. Tells you about the way Shane looks at Joe. Looking in his eye. Joe looking at Shane back. 2 men in the Brokeback Mountains of Wyoming having an unspoken bond. Bob notices that. Alright, so just to review the 3 patterns that you notice up to chapter 4. 1. Shane is very tense. 2. Shane is very alert. And 3. Bob is very observant about Shane. Give me a topic sentence. Use those 3 details. Throw in a few quotes. Give me a nice closing sentence. Alright, so now we get to chapter 5. Paragraph assignment. 7 to 8 sentences. Give me at least 2 quotes. What does Shane's behavior tell us about his past? Alright, you must use the information from chapter 5. Let me give you a review of chapter 5, alright? What do we notice about Shane? Every time he's in a room, he's always standing with his back against a wall. When he's eating dinner, he's always facing the door, alright? How can you explain a person whose back is always against the wall, who's never by a window, and who always faces the door when he's sitting down? That's a person who's about to get jumped. And Shane knows it. That's why he's very tense. And what does that tell you about Shane? Maybe he had a violent past and he's expecting revenge. Alright? What else do we notice about Shane? Shane knows how to handle a gun. How do you hold a gun? Ask Shane. Do you sag it on your knee? No, it's gonna be too low. Do you put it on your shoulder? No, because it takes too long to pull it out. You keep it on the swivel, on your waist? No, because you can't really aim it where you have to because it's attached to your waist. Do you carry 2 guns, like D-block 2 guns up? No, because 1 gun is really all you need. How you carry a gun according to Shane? Keep it on your waist, between your hand and your waist, so it's nice. You got a knife, you can just grab it, you cock it while you're pulling it back, hold it up. I'm sure Shane doesn't hold it sideways, but we do that now. Pow! That's how you handle a gun according to Shane. Alright? How does he know how to handle a gun? What do you think he did in his past? Maybe he was a gunslinger. Alright? How else does Shane's behavior tell us about his past? Notice, when he was holding Bob's gun, he had a flashback. Yeah, he just went, like, he was dumbfounded, like I get in class sometimes. He was holding the gun, then he just dropped the gun. Alright, then he got back to Bob, and he was like pleading with Bob. He said, Bob, just remember, quote Shane, says, Bob, a gun is just a tool, just as good or just as bad as the person using it. Alright? So that's Shane's perspective on guns. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. And what does Shane do after that? You know, he leaves Bob alone, he goes off, looks at the mountains and stuff. What does that show you about Shane's past? Yeah, he got issues, man. He got more issues than I do. So, put that in a paragraph. What does Shane's behavior tell about his past? Tell me at least 3 things, alright? And tell me always why. 3 things. He always stands there with his back against the wall. He knows how to handle a gun. And he has flashbacks at times. What does that show you about Shane? Yeah, he had a violent past, obviously. And then we get to the chapter 6 homework. Very easy. This is like 3rd grade work, man. Draw a picture of a scene in chapter 6. Give me a quote that shows the accuracy of the picture. Chapter 6 is not that bad. It's getting a little more exciting. Shane goes to the bar. He tries to buy a soda pop for Bob. Fletcher's boys are there. One of Fletcher's boys, Chris, starts trouble with Shane. Calls him a farmer. It's not that he called him a farmer. It's the way he said it. He didn't say farmer. He said farmer. Alright? In the movie, he called him sod buster. I don't know. I forgot my book in school. Alright? But he calls him other things. I think he pours water at Shane, either in the book or in the movie. And what does Shane do? He just walks away. That's right. And at the end, Will Atke, a man at the bar, is like, yo, Grafton. Grafton's the owner. He's like, yo, Grafton, I can't believe Shane just did that. I can't believe Shane just walked away. And Grafton knows what's up. Grafton's like, yo, Will, Shane ain't afraid of Chris. Shane afraid of himself. Yeah, what's that tell you about Shane? So draw a picture, man. Draw a picture of young Chris picking on older Shane. Draw a picture of Shane being tense. Throw in some quotes, alright? You know, I'm not going to make that easy. I'm not going to throw in some pages, but read the damn book, please. Chapter 6. Find the part where Chris provokes Shane into a fight. Shane just walks away. Draw a picture of Shane there. I'll check it this week. I'm going to collect it before open school night. Yeah, I'm going to collect the notebooks before open school night. So I have an open school night. When your parents show up, I can say, look, your son did all his work. Look at this beautiful notebook. Either that or I'll say, your son don't do nothing, man. I ain't even get a notebook. Alright? Do your work. I believe in you. 1. Oh yeah, now they say deuces.